Ring, ring, ring.
Hello.
Hey, it's Paul.
Yeah, this is Paul.
Hey, Paul. My name's Corey. I'm a local realtor, and I saw the home there at 123 Main Street just came off the market. Did you sell that, or are you still the owner?
No, I'm still the owner, Corey, but look, I've had 13 calls and I'm absolutely not going to do anything right now.
Wow, man, 13 calls. Okay. Well, hey, man, I can certainly understand. I can appreciate that you're not going to do anything right now. I mean, it just came off the market. So, but I was just wondering, are you still considering offers?
What, you have a buyer?
Well, Paul, I mean, I'm talking to buyers and sellers all the time, right? And so I don't know if I necessarily have a buyer directly for this property, but I was curious, like, why'd your last agent say it didn't sell?
Well, I mean, look, you guys are all kind of calling me right now, and I know you guys are looking for listings, right?
Pete and Paul, I'm trying to help everybody out that I can, right? So listings are fantastic. I love helping buyers too. But what do you think should have been done to sell your home?
Well, I honestly, what happened was we didn't vet the realtor like we should have. It was a referral. She was a nice lady, but I mean, she was basically retired, and she just didn't have the game marketing wise. And so, I'm definitely going to be a lot more strategic the next time. But look, listen, I'm not going to do anything right now. The timing's just not right. I need a break anyways. So, I appreciate you calling.
Sure, man. Yeah, no, I completely understand that you're not going to do anything right now. But, Paul, when this home was going to sell, where were you going to move?
Oh, well, we're headed to Tennessee. My mom's out there, and I need to be closer to her to just look after her and have the kids near her at this age. But I don't have a time frame right now. I mean, my back isn't up against the wall time frame wise, so it's not a huge deal as far as the timing. And honestly, I want to make sure that I look at all the numbers and get a good look at my options, and before I analyze my decision and figure out what the next best steps are for me.
Right on. Well, Paul, that's awesome, man. I'm very excited for you guys moving to Tennessee. I've got family out there myself, so it's certainly a great area.
Yeah.
And Paul, I completely understand that you're not going to do anything unless it makes sense, right?
That's true.
Yeah, man, right.
Absolutely.
So, but if there was some new information and it causes your home to sell in the next 30 days, could I share that with you?
Yeah, well, why don't you can send it via email. It's fine. 123 at ABC. You can send it there.
Gotcha. So 123 at ABC. Paul, I'd be happy to send you that email. In fact, I'll get it out there today. I mean, in fact, I'm actually going to be in that area. I've got another appointment later on today. I'd be happy to swing by and just drop it off. Would around like 4 o'clock be fine? Or would you like me to swing by a little bit after my appointment around 6?
Well, I mean, look, it's a little early to me. I mean, if you want to drop it off, but I'm not ready to do anything right now.
Yep. Totally fair, Paul. I can certainly appreciate the fact you're not ready to do anything right now, just because certainly it just came off the market, and you just want to make sure that you've got all the information possible. And so, Paul, I'm just looking to swing by, drop off a little bit of info. So tell you what, I'll swing by there about 4 o'clock today and drop it off, and I'll kind of head on to my other appointment and just follow up with you afterward. Would that be fair?
Yeah, that'd be fair. That's fine.
Cool, man. Well, Paul, I really appreciate that, man. I'll look forward. I'll pop by, see you about 4 o'clock today, and then we'll check in here later on.
Okay, break script. I'll take that. Okay, what'd you like you heard?
Good stuff. His tone was great. I like his tone.
Great tone. Good confidence. Yep. What else you like you heard?
Very conversational.
Good. What else you hear you like?
Good transitions.
Good. What does that mean?
Going from repeating, approving, and then moving on to a different question.
High approvals. High approvals. Now, look, that's the secret sauce, Deborah. When people hear salespeople who are true, who are committed to connecting to their clients, to prospects, this is the science where other coaches and other trainers, like they don't nail this down. They talk about it a little bit, some of the other coaches and trainers, but they're not drilling down on the science of what's really happening there. It's the repeat and approval and the plussing, the empathetic responses that makes it sound so smooth and connected. And Corey's doing that at a really high level, really high level.
I think honestly, that was one of the things when I had joined Keller Williams about like a year ago, I was struggling with, because I was like, I don't want to sound scripted, because when I was reading through it and like going with other people in the bold, I was like, I feel scripted. But like with you going through it where it's like repeat, approve, get the plus, and then move on to the next objection and keep on going, which is what I liked with
Ooh.
you, Corey. You kept every objection that he was kind of throwing at you. Well, I'm not going to make a decision. Well, I don't, and he kept on doing that process. I think that's what kind of helped, like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
that makes more sense.
Yeah, this is the science. Now, the art is all the different variables that you could do when you approve and you plus that approval. And which question you ask, that's the art of it. You can go a million different ways. But the science is repeat, approve, plus it, then move it. Okay, now that's what the difference of you sounding salesy or feeling like you sound salesy and actually empathetically responding and connecting and having them feel like you're really listening and you really care. That's the difference right there. You did that really, really well. Corey, just a coaching point on, okay. So the appointment was more for a drive-by. I would have put my finger in the pot to see if I could have set the expectation that that this would be a bona fide appointment. So it might have sounded something like this. Hey, I get it. You're not ready yet. And so what I'll do is I'll come by and I'll drop off the information. Is that okay if I can give you the information?
Yep.
Okay, good. So I want to get one little approval there. And that little approval gives me some alignment. Okay, great. And so what I'll do is I'll take a look at the property just in case I have any buyers that could match up, and I'll get an interior inspection. And if I have any buyers, what I hear you saying is that you'd still entertain an offer and we could have a conversation around that. Is that right?
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Okay, I'm clarifying intention on what's happening. I'm clarifying intention on what's happening. I'm getting approval one more time. Because what I'm doing is I'm funneling them down to, hey, and since while I'm there, when I leave you that information, we could have a really short discussion as far as how I might be able to help. And, 15 or 20 minutes on getting you the highest price possible. And then look, we'll go from there. Does that sound fair? He says, yeah, that sounds fair. Okay, great. Then we'll just have a conversation around how I might be able to help you. And I promise that, you can take that information from there. And then I'll be on my way because bringing information is part of my job. Now, there was clarity around, we're going to sit down and we're going to look about what I can do. Now, I got those first two approvals up front with my intention and what's going to happen and possibility and opportunity, because I'm always trying to tie value and opportunity to the appointment. Always. Look, you guys got to bring energy to tying value and opportunity to the appointment. Okay, once I do that and there's alignment with that, then I'm going to slip in, hey, why don't we sit down and just take a look at how I might be able to help you get the highest price possible. Now, I've paced and led them with a couple of agreements up front, and then now my ability to get agreement on sitting down for consideration is a lot, the possibility of that happening is a lot higher. Not guaranteed, but you're probably going to get a pretty good shot if they agree to the first two things. I know I'm going fast, but you got to hang here and I'll rewatch this later, okay? Because I only have so much time, and so do you.
Good. I appreciate that. You're right. Because I had it tied down to that point to at least agree to pop by that, there should have been the ability to plus that. Well, let me just pop through, I'll take a quick tour.
Now with just like when you're prospecting, you're not always going to be able to do that because their energy and their position, it has to be open to it, and the rapport, the exchange has to be happening. If the exchange is not happening and you try to force it, it's probably not going to happen.
Yeah, it might blow up then.
But if the rapport is there and they're exchanging and they're answering, you're pacing and leading and they're following, and go for it. Give it a shot. Good. Okay. I like it. Questions, comments, concerns. Mariola, what are your thoughts?
Well, I'm just listening, and this is what the other lady, I'm so sorry, I forgot her name. She
Deborah?
said, but you are the only one explaining this chain of comments and how the conversation should take place to get the appointment, or just to put the people in engagement of the conversation. I love that part in your training. This is the best in the whole training industry. You are the only one.
I just from your experience doing expireds, because you hear that objection all the time. I'm going to take a break, right? I don't want to sell right away. How much of that is actually real versus they're just trying to get you off the phone from your experience? Do they actually wait, or can you usually convince them to set an appointment, put it on the market?
How much of of the objections are legitimate. Is that what you're saying?
Specifically when people are like, I want to take a break. I had it on the market for 6 months. I'm not ready to put it back on yet. We're going to take a little break.
How often is that actually true?
Yeah. Do you even is that even real for you, or you just go right past it?
Well, look, any objection, we talked about this last Tuesday, any objection, anything that sounds like a condition, I'm going to repeat and approve and go 3 questions deep to explore the validity of that, what sounds like a condition. Look, I'm not doing anything for a few more months. I'm taking a break. Sounds like a condition, something I can't do anything about, right? Oh, you're going to wait a minute? Hey, I totally respect that, especially what's going on with COVID. So tell me a little bit more about your time frame. In a perfect world, what's your new time frame? Well, I'd say probably 3 months. 3 months. Okay, what's important about 3 months? Well, I want to see how this whole COVID thing kind of plays out. Gotcha. Okay. And so if you had an offer and it was it was a strong offer, qualified buyers, and it was in the strike zone of what you were looking for to get for the property, would you even take a look at it? Sometimes I'll trial close them on an offer. Hey, I did it today on the phone. Lady was listed at 315, expired, right? I go, hey, if you had an offer at 275, 285 cash on the table, would you even look at it? You know what I heard? I heard nothing. You know what that means? Yeah, she'd look at it. That means yes, she'd consider it. Now, she backtracked a little bit. She goes, well, depends on if there was commission, how much commit. Okay. She's game. Okay. Now, am I closing her for a decision right now? Do this.
No.
Okay.
No.
I'm never close. If anything in remember, appointment equals what to them, Corey?
Appointment equals like a commitment, means they're signing paperwork.
Appointment equals commitment in their mind. So I have to disassociate the fact that appointment equals commitment, because some of you guys got commission breath and you're talking about commitment. You're talking about moving forward. Stop it. Appointment should equal
trial closes.
Those are the trial closes can explore that.
Yeah.
Trial closes can explore that, because like with what you did, Martin, on your response is that the appointment should equal value and opportunity. And that's all we're talking about. And then I bring that back one more time before they give me one more dose of apprehension or anxiety or resistance. I bring back the disassociation of the appointment just equals conversation, opportunity, and value. I do it one more time before or after the close. So it sounds like this. Hey, look, I get it. You're not doing anything right now, and I totally respect that. This is about just considering what's best for you. Does Tuesday at 4 or a Wednesday at 6 work? Or I do it after. Hey, does Tuesday at 4 or Wednesday at 6 work better for you? Because I understand completely that this is about just looking at information so that you can figure out when the right time is for you. I respect that. I'll bring the information and then we'll just go from there. I disassociate before or I disassociate after the close that appointment equals commitment. You guys with me?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're influencing at a super high level. This is the science of it.